Welcome, guys. This is the Screen Show podcast. Welcome, guys. My name is Vinny, and this here is my good friend Ricky, whose idea was it to actually start this podcast in the first place. So here's Ricky.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 1.
So thanks to Ricky's dad for making the cool intro, and Ricky's gonna futz with his mic as he tries to get it back in the mic.
Bad setup here.
We're amateurs, and I'm eating sushi. So, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Screencast show.
You don't know the name.
Episode 1. Well, we went through like 10 names.
We did.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Our first topic is going to be the Xbox One and the DRM changes that they made with it. Hold on, I have to swallow the sushi. It's really spicy.
It's unprofessional.
Very professional. So the Xbox One, with the DRM changes, they kind of turned the Xbox One's the DRM policy to that of the Xbox 360, where you need discs for everything now, and they kind of got rid of some of the cooler features, I feel. But first, Ricky, would you have gotten the Xbox One if they didn't change the DRM policies?
Well, I've said this before, but when at E3 when they announced it, I knew they were going to get rid of it because the PS4 was offline, and if anyone went on Facebook, you would know that everyone jumped on the PS4 bandwagon right away. So Microsoft had to change it. So Xbox One's looking a lot better now.
Yeah, the Xbox One's looking, I guess, pretty spiffy. I mean, I like some of the old stuff where you could kind of share games through the family plan. And I know they're kind of bringing that back later on, but it's not going to be available at launch, which is understandable. They got rid of the region locking, which is really good for what Microsoft deems first world countries. So, it's good for everybody, honestly.
Yeah, Microsoft said that they were going to do small updates, and eventually bring the game sharing back.
Yeah, incrementally updated so that it could be, I guess, slowly introduced. The Xbox One actually needs to be connected to the internet. I think they're not really too clear on it. I'm not sure if it's the first time you play a game or the first time you start up your Xbox.
It was the first time you turn on your Xbox. Well, if you connect to the internet once, it turns on. Like, you don't need to connect it ever again, unless you go on Xbox Live.
I think the reason for that one update is that update is going to remove all the DRM bullshit that they put on in the first place. So that's why you need to connect it right away. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use your Xbox, and you just bought a brick made of plastic.
Yeah, but for me, the DRM, the whole thing, it really didn't affect me because, I have an internet connection. I mean, we live in New York, so...
Yeah, we're fortunate enough to have high quality, high speed...
Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah. I can go to Starbucks and get better internet than most people have at their houses. I mean, not to sound like, I guess, like, spoiled with it, but the area we live in, we're very, very lucky with
there is a lot of
technological stuff we got, yeah.
So, it didn't affect me personally, but I can see how it affected other people. Which I want to know how they knew about that stuff in the first place if they don't have internet.
Yeah, I mean, you could watch the thing on Spike. I think that's where they unveiled it. But there's there's way too many comments
YouTube
online of people saying, I don't have internet. Yeah, it's like, how do they get on the internet to comment? I mean, I could understand if they go to an internet cafe or something like that, but there's way too many of those. There's at least a couple thousand of people like, I don't have internet. And then
I don't think there's that many internet cafes left in the world.
Yeah, that's another thing. Internet cafes went down. That's something you don't see anymore unless you're in I don't want to sound like a dick, but I guess more of European countries, because the internet isn't as prolific as it is in the United States.
Yeah,
I think
it's pretty much a giant business now for all the companies.
Yeah, it's become very profitable, so that's why it's so prevalent now. With the DRM, another good thing is besides the region locking, is that I guess it's not really that good of a thing. When you download games to your Xbox One, you do have to now leave the disc in the tray, which makes sense. So, I mean, I would have liked it where you didn't have to use the disc, but I mean, you could download games digitally. That's the good part, where you could download games digitally first day, the same day they're released on disc, which is what I thought was pretty sweet. So if you want to download a disc like you want to buy the game on the disc and then download it and keep the disc as a backup, you still need to put the disc in every time you want to play the game. So it kind of defeats the purpose of that.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of better. I mean, you lost something, but it gained a lot.
Yeah, something lost, something gained. You got to lose something to get something.
Yes.
But like Ricky, did you pre-order your Xbox One? If you're gonna get it, are you gonna get it at launch? What are you gonna do?
I actually don't know. I might get it at launch. I'm not 100% sure, but I have, I had a Nintendo Wii. I mean, I still do, but it is collecting dust on my shelf. All the games are like in a box, and I have like tons of like, I have the whole Rock Band kit. So I'm actually gonna go sell that stuff, and then hopefully I can make some money.
Yeah, I went to GameStop, and I didn't sell my brother's games, but me and my brother, we had a Nintendo Wii for a very long time before we got the Xbox 360. Back when I think I was a sophomore in high school or a freshman, like late freshman year, which is like 4 years ago now. So we got a Wii, and then I gave it to him. And then the other day, I asked him if he played all his games. He said no, and we were gonna go through it because we're both gonna technically share the Xbox One. I mean, I already have like $300 towards it, but he wanted to help out, and he had Wii games he didn't want to play. So I was like, oh, we'll take him to GameStop, and if you want to get a game, we'll trade him in towards that. And he ended up getting $130. Yeah, he had $130 fucking dollars for Wii games, which makes no sense because
how many were there?
He has 25 games now for the Wii, but he had 56. Like, we traded in a good, 31 games at GameStop.
You know where a good place is to sell all your used games and books?
Where?
You don't remember the name of it?
I don't know the name. That's a place where you sold your stuff, right?
Yes, this is where I sold my stuff. They give you a good price. Book Off USA. They're located in Manhattan. It's a very good store.
See, it's when you go to places that aren't, like, major corporations that you can, I guess, make the most money. But I don't mind because I went to GameStop and I got store credit, and we bought, I think, Animal Crossing New Leaf, and because we did that, we got extra money towards the trade-in, I guess. I don't know if it would have been the same amount if I went to that place that Ricky's talking about in the city, but I'm pretty happy with $130 for like 20 off-brand games like Madagascar Racing and
that's
some
all the
shitty
ones I
Sonic
sold.
games. Like, he even had Night, and they actually didn't want the game Night, which is that weird Sega game. They didn't want it. They just let us keep it. I was like, thanks.
They're like, we'll give you $5 if we can throw it out.
It's like, we'll give you $5 more to keep it, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, the Book Off will pay for it, but it's good though because they rate games on like how rare they are, like if they're in demand, how old they are.
Oh yeah.
So they do a fair evaluation on the games.
That happened to me with Left 4 Dead 2. I traded that in at GameStop, and I bought it, and I traded it in maybe a year after it came out, and I got like $40 for it, and that's like unheard of from GameStop.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't make too many discs of it. I mean, they still had them, but at that point, I guess there was like a mad rush for everyone rushing to I guess because everyone likes Valve games.
Nice.
So everyone wanted that game, and I guess I came at a time when they were low on copies, so they gave me $40 for it, which is pretty good, seeing as I bought it for $30, just like off of eBay or something like that.
I think you have Jedi mind tricks. You will give me $40.
$40. Getting like a lot of money out of GameStop is fucking impossible. Oh, plus I did trade in 3 Xbox games, and it was like Dead Space 2, 3.
Wait, was it part of like the Power Up rewards?
Yeah, I did that too.
Oh, so you got extra money.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm like, I don't know how that Power Ups awards thing works out. Like, I get a free Game Informer. I think the Power Up reward costs like $5 more than Game Informer, and you get a copy of you get a Game Informer for a year, and then you get 50% more on trade-ins, and you get like special pre-order stuff sometimes. It's weird, but it's good. I mean, another place I like is FYE.
Yes, I like that place.
They used to have this thing, they changed it slightly now, where if you pre-order like a game or a movie there, you'd get $10 off your next purchase and 10% off of that purchase.
That's good.
But you had to pay like $20 or $30 a year, but it paid off after you bought the first game, because I used to be able to get games like...
Was it like a rewards card?
Yeah, it was like a partnership rewards thing that you'd give them a card, and like technically if you bought like a $60 video game and you bought one like maybe the month before and this was your next purchase, you would get the game for like $45 brand new, which is unheard of. And they stopped doing the $10 off your next purchase thing, but now they do just the 10% off. So you can still get games for like a decent price. I think they upped the price of the membership too, so it now really doesn't pay off. So I don't shop there much anymore. But I do go there for some cool, old DVDs and box sets and stuff.
Yeah, they have a lot of like old box sets and stuff, which are pretty cool.
I had friends there when I saw it. It was pretty funny.
All right, so E3 ended a little while ago. What is your favorite game after all the E3?
I mean, I'm kind of excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I have played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 like a really, really long time ago. And me and my girlfriend are replaying it on her PS2 because she has both games. But now I'd say I was most excited for The Division, Destiny, and Titanfall looked okay. But mostly just The Division, The Division, Destiny, and Watch Dogs. Those are really only the few games that I really liked. Yeah,
that's my favorite game out of E3 was Watch Dogs. Because it's like a... You don't know what Watch Dogs is, and then it's pretty much like Grand Theft Auto, except you hack into like computers. Yes, it's more technological.
I thought that was cool, but it's weird like when a game's shown at E3 twice. Like, wasn't Watch Dogs shown off last year?
It was going to come out for January of 2013. Yeah, and then they had to push it back to
Xbox.
The holidays for the new Xbox, yes.
Yeah.
But the graphics, even when they played it on the 360, still looked amazing.
I think even The Division's like a game that's really far pushed. Like that game is supposed to come out in 2014's Christmas, which is pretty far away.
Yeah.
Like for them to have like an unveiling now, they should have showed like next E3. But I guess they were hyped for the whole console thing, and they kind of got as much press as they could.
They want to get as much games in there.
Oh, speaking about bad press, the fucking Kinect with the new Xbox, Jesus fucking Christ, that thing.
Yes, the Xbox is Microsoft, should I say, is spying on you guys.
Yeah, Ricky's at a loss for words with this. Like, Microsoft, like, the reason there's the whole controversy is because Microsoft partnered with the NSA to release personal files from people's, I think, emails and stuff like that. And, it's not something you want to happen to you. So I guess people feel betrayed.
Feelings.
What, bro?
It hurt my feelings.
It hurt Ricky's feelings. But like, if you do that kind of thing, if you're a company that partners with the government to steal people's information, and then you go
only foreigners though, they're 51% sure.
Only foreigners. So Xbox really hates non-Americans.
So as long as you didn't play FIFA, you're good.
Yeah, that's...
So long as you did not play FIFA, you are good. As
long as you didn't play FIFA and any of the Olympics games on the 360.
Yes, or Wii Fit.
It's a company that made a partnership with the government that makes a device that could see in pitch black, can track your heart rate, your emotions, record every word and movement you say.
Signature.
It's fucking crazy what it could do. It could do so much shit.
But there is a robot that is equipped with a Kinect. And it
brings you a beer whenever you want.
And it gives you a beer. Like, you don't even have to ask for it. It recognizes when you want a beer, like, due to your, like, emotions.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I think, what was that on? Was The Daily Show? Something like that? Yeah, that was pretty funny. It's like, what was it, Louis Black?
On a Daily Show or Colbert.
It was either one of those two, and I think it was Louis Black, right?
Yeah, that was The Daily Show.
Yeah, he was just
making fun of it. That was when John Oliver took over.
Yeah. I think it was Louis Black, the comedian, was just making fun of it the whole time. And it's he was like calling it creepy and shit, and then at the one point it's like, it brings you a beer whenever you want. It's like, fuck, I'm so sorry, Microsoft. You can track me whenever you want. Just give me that beer whenever I want it. Oh man! So now that we got off ripping the Kinect noob, if I get an Xbox One, I'm gonna duct tape my Kinect and stuff cotton balls in the duct tape and then tape it up.
What if it looks for heat signatures?
Fucking put a microwave oven in front of that thing. Make some hot pockets. Just leave a hot pocket there. It's like, the subject has not moved in.
I'm just gonna put my dog in a cage and just point my Kinect at my dogs.
Okay, you know what, Ricky? This is not an excuse to cage your dog. That's cool and a little unusual.
No, it's a big cage. It's
what kind of dog is it?
I do not enjoy releasing that personal information.
I didn't know you had a dog, honestly.
You knew I had a dog.
I really didn't know you had a dog. I have like 3 dogs, but...
So that's my plan, just point it at my dog.
Yeah. Oh, man. I got outbid on an eBay item.
Another convention, New York Comic Con.
Yes. It's something
pop
me and Ricky
culture
go to every
event
year.
In New York City, the Javits Center, to be more specific.
Yeah, they should rename it PopCon because it's really straight a lot farther from comics than it should have.
They got everything from comics, movies, TV shows, video games,
obviously.
Like literally everything.
Yeah,
And
anything you can imagine.
I've been going for, this will be my 4th year.
And this is gonna be my 3rd.
Yeah. And you know, you meet a lot of good people there, a lot of cool people, a lot of creators. Like I met, if anyone reads the Walking Dead comics or watches the TV show, the creator Robert Kirkman was there. I met him. He was a really nice guy.
Ooh, I went last year, and I went Thursday and Friday, and then I found out that on Saturday in the morning at the Dark Horse booth, Gerard Way was going to be signing comics because he's making a new comic series which came out I think a couple weeks ago called The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. It was based off his last record as his last My Chemical Romance record, which was I think the same title. And I got to meet him along with my girlfriend. She was more of a fan of him than I am, and I met him, and he seemed like a very nice guy. I mean, I didn't know what to say to him. I listened to his music, but I mean, I wasn't like a super fan, and I didn't know all of his work. But his comics were very well done. So I had him sign a comic that I had from his first run of comics, which is the Umbrella Chronicles, which is his first series, and it was pretty cool. I mean, I had to get there I left my house. Actually, I slept over my girlfriend's house the night before, and then we left at 3 or 4 in the morning to get to New York Comic Con. But at 3 or 4 in the morning, my friend Travis.
Very early.
Yeah, it's really early. My friend Travis called me, and he got his father was driving him in because he was going to meet him too, because he was also at Comic Con, and he was nice enough to give us a ride into the city, which I'm really grateful for because I didn't want to take the train at 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning.
And it was pretty funny though, because we saw each other waiting online when I was going to meet Robert Kirkman. I saw him online too.
Yeah, Ricky went early the same day. We both went early.
Yes.
We both saw each other inside.
I was buying a Walking Dead comic to get Robert Kirkman signed because he was like,
Yeah.
I just got off the line to get my ticket, and I just see you like across the hall
Standing in line.
with Travis.
Yeah. What do you call it? I think I got in, there at 5 a.m. and the line was already fucking huge. Like there must have been 500 people in front of me, but not all of them were there for that. The Walking Dead was the really big thing that everyone was there for. And people that got there before us, after us, were pissed because they saw how big the line was. But I got inside the building, they let you in around 7 because it was freezing. It must have been 40 degrees that day.
Yeah, it was cold last year.
Yeah, and my feet went numb, and I was wearing boots, so I was surprised by that.
VIP
My friend
passes
Travis,
go around to VIP lounge.
Son of a fucking bitch. I went and I was waiting in the giant swirly line thing they set up in the basement.
Yes.
And then I got in at 10 a.m. There was a mad rush with all the 10-year-olds or 20, I don't know, teenage
That's on the
girls.
Sunday. Sunday, the kids get in free, and
Oh,
it is just madness there.
Thursday and Friday, if you're going to go to New York Comic Con, are the best 2 days to go. Thursday's the
Yes.
best because it's kind of press
All
and stuff like that.
tickets, all 3-day, 4-day VIP tickets are all sold out.
But the individual days
single
are
day
available.
tickets are available, yes.
Yeah,
So if
you're
you want to
gonna
go all few days, you have to buy each one individually.
which is a lot of money. My
Yes.
girlfriend's only going 2 days, which is Thursday and Friday she's going, and that came out to $70, before taxes, which isn't bad, and a 4-day pass is $85. So if you're gonna go 3 days, it pays to get a 4-day pass if you want to go a Thursday. But this is the first year they're selling individual Thursday passes, which is
Yes.
Thursday's the best day to go. If you can get out of work or school, just go. It's the best
Skip
day.
school.
No one's there. It's all empty. All the exhibitors are
Yes.
giving shit out. I got a Halo t-shirt and a poster because I was one of the first people to play Halo 4 at New York Comic Con. I got a free shirt there, so it was pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah, I think on Thursday right away I went to the Ubisoft booth
For that
to Assassin's Creed 3. They had Assassin's Creed 3 set up. I don't know. Did you go see it?
No, I saw that they had a thing set up, a Ubisoft. It was a big black.
Yeah,
circle
they were
thing.
playing a live demo inside.
Oh, I thought it was just not like a demo. I thought it was just a trailer that they kept showing.
No, it was actually a live demo.
Well, I feel kind of fucking stupid now.
And they gave out inflatable tomahawks too.
That's where people got those. Okay, I saw
Yeah.
those all over.
And
those
I kept-
those big shoulder
and-
bags.
A lot of my friends are Assassin's Creed fans, so I just kept going back in, and I just kept getting more tomahawks, so I just gave them all to my friends.
That's pretty
And
sweet.
then actually they had a thing set up where if you pre-ordered on Amazon, they would give
got
you
a
a
free
shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah,
Yeah.
My friend did. Not my friend. I don't know. There's a lot of people over there, and my friend was talking about doing that, pre-ordering it, and then as soon as you pre-order it, get the shirt, and then go on your phone and cancel it.
That's
So you
what I
just
did.
you did that, Ricky? You did
Yes.
that? Oh,
because I
man.
pre-ordered at GameStop already,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, I really want because it was actually a pretty cool shirt.
Mhm.
So it's like I want the shirt. So I'm like, all right, it's Amazon. I can just cancel it right on my phone. So I
Yeah.
just order it right there. They give me the shirt. I go on my phone. I cancel it right away.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Like
Yeah.
I want to get them at the release just because in my room I have a lot of shit and my room's really cluttered. The fact that I could like combine my Xbox with my Blu-ray disc, and I don't have a cable box, but like just like the fact that I can combine all that stuff into one box is kind of pretty handy. Like even if I get like the Sony PS4, I'd be doing the same thing where I'd be just using it as a Blu-ray player.
It's a
So I could,
multimedia device now.
yeah, use it for Netflix and stuff like that. Because I use my laptop for Netflix because the Xbox Netflix interface sucks. So I have both pre-ordered. I don't know if I'm gonna get them at launch, but if I decide to, I'll get one of them. I'm not gonna get both of them, and then whichever one I don't want, I'll just cancel the pre-order because I have like 6 months to cancel it because they're not being released till the end of the year.
Yeah, the thing I was worried about with the Xbox One is that they would forget about its intention, games, and they would go to like family entertainment, and they would like completely pass like the whole game portion
That's
of
what
what
everyone
it's
like.
supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what everyone.
And that's what I was scared about the most.
That's what like everyone was pissed about at first. Like everyone was pissed at Sony because they only showed games and they didn't
Yes.
show the console. Everyone was pissed at Microsoft because they showed the console
Can't win.
and TV, water cooler, TV, and then they didn't show any games, and everyone was pissed about it. So you can't win in that kind of thing. It's like you gotta make sure that the thing you're not talking about is the thing least people care about.
Yeah, and for Xbox, that is the whole family entertainment side of it, like
no
where
one
you can
gives a
control
shit
your like
about that.
TV and stuff. You
don't
don't need anything else. All you need is an Xbox One,
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff. I mean,
that's a really dumb thing to call it, like the Xbox One. Like, not to get off topic with Comic Con,
Yes.
but if you're gonna call something the Xbox One and you say it has TV functionality, it doesn't. The Xbox One's TV functionality is you plug your cable box in the back of it, and then you could use the Xbox One as a remote. So it's not an Xbox One; it's an Xbox One and a cable box,
yes.
and then
It's just so you don't have to switch HDMI inputs,
yeah, that's just fucking
which
stupid.
saves
'cause you
like
gotta take
5
time
seconds.
Yeah, it saves 5
And a
seconds.
remote, 2 remotes actually.
Actually, it doesn't save time unless you use the Kinect, which is fucking the creepiest thing ever. And if the Kinect can be turned off, like all the stuff can be turned off, why can't it be unplugged? There's no reason. I don't think they buried hardware for like computing inside the Kinect. That's stupid. That's what pisses me off about it. So, but back to New York Comic Con.
All right, this year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what tickets are you getting this year, or did you buy already?
For this year and last year, I'm getting 4-day passes. I got VIPs 2 years ago. Like the first time I went with my friend, he got the tickets for me. And they were like $200, and they really didn't seem worth it to me because all you did was get access to the lounge, which is cool. But I mean, I did miss the lounge last year, but I didn't feel it was worth the $100 extra, which I'm gonna put towards like I'm literally just gonna spend $100 at the Rooster Teeth booth. Just get like 4 shirts and some slap bands and shit. Because those guys are awesome. But I'm getting 4-day passes this year, and I'm getting my brother a Sunday pass, and I'm bringing him Sunday because that's Kids Day, which I'm gonna shoot
Getting him
myself.
free. It's getting him free.
Nah, I think it costs $5 for a kid's ticket with the purchase of an adult ticket, which isn't that bad. Like that's a
No.
pretty good price.
All right. Well, for my first year at Comic Con, I just bought a Saturday ticket, and that was my first time ever going. Then the second year, I bought a 4-day. Then last year, I got a VIP pass, which he said includes the VIP lounge.
Oh, and you get a free poster.
Yeah, which
Oh.
was pretty weird.
You want to know what's funny,
I
Ricky?
don't know. It's kind of
I didn't
bad
get
poster.
I didn't get the poster last year because I didn't get VIP, and I have my first one hanging up. But then I got an email to fill out a survey, and I got the second poster for New York Comic Con. So I got like a $50 technically $50 poster if you consider like the fact that you just get a poster and a room to sit in. So I have the poster like right here. It's like the
It
whole.
wasn't like that nice of a poster though. I don't know. It was alright.
Is it the same one I have? It's like Captain America, the Hulk, Thor, and Black and Yellow Iron Man. Was that the poster?
I don't. I think so.
Yeah, this is one I have at least. The poster. I don't know what the VIP pass looked like last year, but my VIP pass 2 years ago, it was the exact same thing as the poster I got.
Wasn't
Like-
it just Justice League?
Yeah, it's a Superman, Flash,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, Cap, Nah.
I remember that because you brought the tickets to school one day.
Yeah. That's because Thursday,
Yeah.
Comic-Con started late enough where I actually went to school. But then I left from school and I took the train, which is
And then
pretty fun.
we skipped every year since.
Oh, yeah. I
Homecoming
didn't go
King.
to school on that Friday, and I was
Yeah.
elected homecoming. Not elected homecoming king, but I was in the running.
Nominated
I was nominated. That's the word. Yeah, and I
during
just
the
didn't
pep
go.
rally.
Yeah, for a pep
And
rally.
He was nominated for Homecoming King during the pep rally, and I wasn't there either. I just know the story from my sister, and he was there. He wasn't there. We were both at Comic-Con, and when they announced his name, everyone it was in the gym, and everyone that was on the bleachers just screamed, "He's at Comic-Con!" And they just kept screaming that when they announced your name.
I think I was like the first person to ever not go to that for like every year I went, all the people that were nominated were there. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
You're
know.
the
I'm not into
first
those
person
stupid
not to show up.
social event kind of things for school. I hate that kind of shit. But last year I was fortunate enough to not have classes Thursday and Friday for college, which I don't have this year either. So I get to go again, and I don't have to miss any class. Which is pretty sweet. Like, Ricky, are you skipping school?
Most likely.
Yeah. Are you going with your father again, or are you just you gonna take the train by yourself?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, expectations of Comic-Con this year. What do you expect to be
Oh,
there?
I forgot to talk about the pro passes.
Oh, yeah. Talk about your pro passes.
All right, so for this year, I had the VIP last year, and this year I was going to buy them again, but they sold out pretty quickly. And then they actually have professional passes, which are a lot cheaper. They're like $25, and
Yeah.
they give it to like
Media, actual press.
Yes, and I was able to buy pro tickets off of someone, and they're pretty much VIP, except you don't have like the VIP lounge, and you don't like get a lot of the free stuff.
Yeah.
But you get in like on the line inside.
There's
it's
two
pretty good.
lines, if you don't know. There's a VIP line, which you just walk in the doors straight into Comic-Con, and then there's the everyone else line, which is 5
just in
miles
the
long.
basement.
Yeah, you go through the basement and end up going up escalators. Oh, I had a funny story about the VIP passes. I went to Comic-Con. This is the first year I went to Comic-Con. I went with people that I guess I'm not friends with anymore. They're still cool, really cool guys, and Comic-Con was one of the funnest times I ever had. So we went to Comic-Con, and we were waiting on the line for the IGN free shit panel. And we were at the back of the line, we were the very last people, and we asked the security guard if we were on the line or not, and we didn't know because and if you go to the Comic-Con, there's a lot of panels happening at once, and you don't know if you're actually on the line for something, or you could be on the end of another line or the start of another line. So we asked the
lines
security guard.
intersect.
Yeah, they crisscross, intersect, make diamond patterns and shit.
Yeah.
So we asked the security guard, he goes, "Guys, come with me," because he looked at our pass, like he did that thing where he looked at it, glanced at it, lifted it up, and he saw VIP. He's like, "Come with me." So he escorted us to the front of the fucking line, and then me and my friends were all fucking had the stupidest grins on our faces, like, holy shit, we just got to skip everyone. People were waiting there for like 3 hours just to get on that line. And we got on, and we got to the front, and the security guard goes, "These guys you were talking about?" And we're like, and he goes, "Yeah." So he opens the door, and we get to go in before everyone else that was waiting there, just because the guy didn't know what the VIP pass meant. And then while we were at the panel, there's this woman sitting like two seats in front of us. And I forgot the guy's name that was doing the panel, like the free shit guy. I think it's like, "I'm Chris," or something like that was his name. And he was just throwing shit in the audience, and his director told him to wing
That whole
it.
panel, they just give you free shit.
Yeah, so they just
That's
throw
literally
out-
what the name is.
Yeah,
they just give you free shit.
They just throw shit into the audience. Like, they threw it like Sharkzilla, the movie, Gears of War Gears of War 3 back then. And he was just throwing shit in the audience, and he threw, like, his director, I guess, told him to throw it like something like a frisbee, and he threw it, and it just goes, woof, 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 and it nails a woman, like, point blank between the eyes with the corner of the DVD, and knocks her out of a chair in front of us. And
Wait,
everyone
what
just goes,
DVD was it?
what?
What DVD was it?
I think it was Sharkzilla. Sharkzilla knocked the woman out. It didn't knock her out, but she like collapsed on the fucking floor. And then as soon as she hit the floor, the guy that told him to throw it didn't miss a beat, and goes, "IGN is not responsible for any personal injuries attained to this panel. Thank you." And then the entire fucking group of people just goes, "Oh!" And the guy in front of her grabbed the DVD after it bounced off her face, but he was nice enough to give it back to her. So
That's cool.
yeah, he was a good guy, I guess. I don't know. It was a fun panel to go to.
You'll never find that kindness again in New York.
Yeah.
especially at Comic-Con.
Because you can tell
It
those
is
people weren't from New
ruthless
York.
there. You have to fight your way through those crowds.
Man, people are
Like-
really, really, really rude in
They are very
Comic-Con sometimes.
determined to get their exclusive comics.
Yeah, whatever they're there to get, they're gonna ensure that they get it
Yes.
somehow.
All right, so who are you excited to meet this year?
Just for me, I'm excited to meet. I think his name is Jason David Frank. He's the guy from the Power Rangers. If you ever watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I think Turbo, he was the original Red Ranger in Turbo before they had the bald guy, and then he was the first Green Ranger and I think the White Ranger, and it's pretty cool because like he was like a martial arts guy, and like after he did the Power Rangers, he was back in it again for I think Dino Thunder, which is a really long time ago, but I think I was like 12 when that came out, and then he came back. But after he did Dino Thunder, he stopped doing Power Rangers and he just became a mixed martial arts fighter, and he started fighting in like professional MMA fights. So it's like a weird transition to see someone you like you were like, oh, that guy's so cool. You like idolized as a kid, fucking knocked in some guy's teeth in. Yeah, like he was fighting foam monsters, then he fought real people. Now,
Yeah. Whenever there's still explosions behind him all the time.
No, yeah, every time he knocks a guy out, he turns around, does that victory pose with his arms, and then the fucking guy just blows up.
Yeah, he kills everyone he fights.
Yeah, everyone he fights just dies, and he has a lot of insurance and firework bills, but
lights grass on fire.
Yeah, he sets fires. He has the smoke cannons that shoots like colored smoke flames up in the air.
Yeah, for whatever color ranger he is, there's smoke.
Sometimes he wears the visor when he fights, and it's really creepy. It's kind of cheating because it's like he's wearing a helmet, but I think they let it slide because he was the Power Ranger. He was Tommy.
So we were kind of talking about this yesterday, so I think we can bring it up again.
Okay.
All right. The thing with Power Rangers that I never understood is all the villains become big, and it's never explained, I'm pretty sure.
Like, never explain why they can grow.
Yes, why they can just grow all of a sudden as soon as they're defeated the first time, and then they grow and you have to fight them the second time. And why can't the Power Rangers grow? And why do they need a robot?
Like, if they're super powered, and like some of them were actually super powered, like they could make wind and water and crawl through the ground and shit, like Ninja Force, whatever that was, Ninja Storm.
Yeah, that one they had like the elements.
They literally had superpowers in that one. It's like, why can't they just grow big themselves? Like Apache Chief, just like Apache Chief, chuck, and then wah wah wah, and just grow. They couldn't do that, or like Ant-Man, where he could become bigger.
Villains.
Oh man,
there's only villains.
And the city always got destroyed, but they somehow always saved the fucking city.
Those cheap miniatures.
Those cheap. I think they just like bought old Godzilla sets and costumes. Like Mothra's in the background at one point. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, and then also Pacific Rim. If you don't know, it's a new movie coming out.
That ripped off the Power
robots.
Rangers.
Yeah, they stole it from Power Rangers. It's robots fighting giant monsters. And when we were talking about this yesterday, it's Pacific Rim. It's like in Pacific Rim, I think it's like monsters come out of the ocean and humans build robots to fight them.
Yeah.
And that's Power Rangers.
The Pacific Rim's initials are PR. It's Power Rangers. Like, I don't know if this is like a joke or I didn't know if it was a serious movie or not when I saw the trailer. Because sometimes they do like spoof movies.
Yes.
I thought this was one of those where it's like a comedy, like superhero movie or something like that. I was like,
yeah, the initials are the same too.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Is this serious? And then like no one laughed at the end. So it's like,
it was at Comic-Con.
Last year?
Yeah.
Really? Damn.
They had at the some booth they had props there.
I didn't really see too many like movie booths last year. They had like the Avengers 2 years ago.
Yes, that was really good. They had
to go to that.
Yeah. Wait, did you go there?
No, I didn't go to the Avengers panel. All I did was go to the Halo panel.
I mean the booth.
Yeah. I didn't go to the booth either. I saw it. It was there, but I just never went in because there's always a crowd of yelling people, and it seemed pretty stupid.
I had to find my way to get in there just to take a good picture. What they did was, in the Avengers, the Helicarriers, the big ship that S.H.I.E.L.D. has, they recreated the whole deck inside Comic-Con.
Oh, that's what it was? They recreated the deck where like Nick Fury stood? He's like, how do you see all the monitors? Like that scene?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And they recreated like a few computers in the background and...
Did they have the guy playing Galaga?
No. There were people there were people pretending to do stuff on the computers. And they had the giant S.H.I.E.L.D. emblem on like the wall behind it.
Yeah. Do they have
and
like
the
a
table
sky opening or no?
What?
Because they had like that big glass panel thing. Do they have like a fake sky in front of you or no?
No.
Oh no, it was just the
It was, and then they had Captain America's like the case he puts a suit
oh
in the
yeah.
beginning of Avengers. That was there too.
That's pretty sweet. Like they had, I think they had like the actual costume that that was in Batman Begins or The Dark Knight. Like the costume, it wasn't part of that Marvel panel, obviously, because that's DC. But like there was like something that was showing off props. And
Yeah,
they just had the whole costume like in a
it
glass
was 2 years
case.
ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Because I saw that a while ago, and I was like,
They also
whoa.
had like the miniature for the Tumblr. It
Yeah.
was Christopher Nolan's production company. What is it? Legendary, I think it is.
It might have been Legendary. I got no clue what his thing's called.
They had like the suitcase from Inception. They had like a lot of props like that. The dreidel from Inception too.
Not the dreidel in the top.
Top dreidel. I don't know.
Oh man,
Call it dreidel.
offend a lot of Jewish people, Ricky.
It's a top.
Yeah, the metal top that Maul's totem was, they had there.
Yeah.
Or I guess like one of them. They probably had like thousands because it's just a piece of metal.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, who are you excited to see at Comic-Con this year?
Probably. Well, I hope to meet Robert Kirkman again because I hope to get more comics signed by him. And I don't know if because Stanley, he was promoting a book 2 years ago, and I got him to sign a poster. And last year he was doing a photo op, so I took a picture with him. So I met him twice already. So I don't think I'm gonna pay to meet him again. It's 3 times. It's a little too much.
I mean,
even
if I
he's
like
getting
idolize
pretty old.
someone, I don't think I'd pay to see them. Like if it's a movie or something like that, I can
It was
understand
actually
maybe.
pretty cheap. Mark Hamill, the guy who plays Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
he wanted $50 2 years ago to get it for an autograph.
To get his well, that's because he has nothing else left.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what else has he been in besides?
And Stan Lee was
Star
only
Wars?
like $20, which is decent.
Well, yeah. I mean, I still though, like, they had the guy that played, I think Hercules in like the old movies there a couple years ago, and I think like that they had like the autograph alley back then, but it became artist alley. Like that was cool. Like I got to see him, and it was nice. I don't think I had to pay anything, but they did have like I really wouldn't pay to like get someone's signature. I mean, even if I'm a big fan of like Rooster Teeth, and they were there 2 years ago, and I wasn't a big fan back then, but now I've started watching their videos and stuff. And if they charged to get a signature, I wouldn't pay for it. And they're not charging to get a signature or anything like that. But I'm not gonna pay. Like I wouldn't want their signature anyway. Like they're really cool guys, but if I'm gonna buy like a shirt or something like that, I would actually want to wear the shirt that I buy there. So like if they sign the shirt, then it's just the signature would wash off. So it's stuff like that. Like I have a
You
T-shirt.
have another story about a signature. With a tattoo?
Oh yeah. My girlfriend got to meet Gerard Way when he was doing the comic expo at the Dark Horse booth, and she got him to sign her arm because she's a very large fan of his band and anything he does really. She likes all the stuff that he does. He's a really cool guy, honestly. I think he's a great guy. I only talked to him for like 10 seconds, but he seemed very laid back and stuff like that. So I can respect that. And she got him to sign his and the way I was saying is like he's like, let me sign your arm. Like she went up to him, she's like, oh, would you mind signing my arm? And he's like, ooh. And he's like, because if you mess up like signing someone's arm, it's kind of you got to try and be neat with that. So he's like, careful, and he signed her arm, so it's pretty sweet. And she got a tattoo the next day, like over where the Sharpie was, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so Comic-Con is definitely a great experience for literally everything. Everything is there. I mean, it's not as many celebrities of San Diego, but it's less crowded.
It's less crowded, but every year it gets more and more crowded.
Yes, because it's getting more popular.
It's getting more popular, and more people are realizing it's just not just comic books. Plus, I really hope this year, if they have the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 there, I would really enjoy playtesting both of them. That way I can decide which console I like more. Because I really hate the Sony controller, but if the console runs better, I'd get it.
Yeah, the Xbox One controller looks
Top
really
notch.
good.
Yeah, the Xbox controller is hard to beat. Like, it's pretty perfect right now.
Yeah. It's like just the design is like the whole form of it is just like
Perfect.
fitting to your hands,
Yeah, Yeah, like no matter what size hand you have, it fits
Yeah,
well.
it's like that's like your hand's natural position. It fits in your hands.
Yeah, like if you have
It's
like
good.
a PlayStation 4, if you have small hands, I mean PlayStation 3 or 2 or 1. If you had small hands, it fit very well. But if you have like a large hands, like I do,
Yes.
my thumbs like rub together all the time when I try to use the two analog sticks, and it just makes no sense. I don't like the dome sticks that they have either. I like the concave sticks that the Xbox has.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh, one thing, did you
on
hear about the Xbox One being a PC at E3?
yes, I did the picture.
Yeah. There's a picture of a guy like the Xbox One booth, and they had Xbox One set up, and there's just a controller, and then some guy was like booting it up, and you see him open the drawer, and like in the drawer is just a PC, like a huge freaking glowing PC, which I think people like suspected was running at 4 times what the Xbox One would do, just connected to an Xbox One controller, and then on the television screen it showed Windows 7. So people were pissed because like some guys like I was playing the Xbox One and it reloaded to Windows 7. So I don't think the Xbox actually had available consoles to play, because where were the Kinect sensors then?
Yeah.
Did they just like throw them in a drawer?
Yeah, and back to the Xbox One, actually, the headsets too.
Oh yeah,
If you didn't know, on the controller they changed the
the audio jack.
yeah, the
It's
audio
no
jack.
longer a 2.5 millimeter.
Yes.
It's like a
Now Microsoft like made their own, and I think they patented
Yeah.
it too, right?
it kind of looks like if you have an iPhone, it looks like the iPhone 5 Lightning adapter
Yeah.
almost, where it's like just a slot you put into instead of a headphone
Yeah.
jack.
And so they're partnering with Turtle Beach now, which is pretty cool,
Yeah.
to make a whole nother line of Xbox One headsets.
Yeah,
So I'm
so
hoping they do. Well,
any-
for right now, all your 360 headsets won't work with the Xbox One. So hopefully Turtle Beach will make an adapter for it.
Yeah, because I don't know if Turtle Beach is going to make an adapter. I mean, they might make like that one mic cable so you could plug it into your
Yeah.
headset. I think it would still run. Like my headset that I used to have was a optical drive. Like the Xbox 360, not a lot of people know this, has a fiber optic output,
Yeah,
and that's what my headphone used. I don't know if Turtle Beaches use that or if they just use the audio cables.
that's what I use.
The audio cables or the fiber
No,
optic?
the
Fiber optic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it makes a clear signal, and you could export
Yeah.
like sound in like 7.1 surround sound. So mine used that. So I don't know if the Xbox One has that port anymore. So like my headset, unless it runs through USB, would be useless. So I sold it because I wasn't using it anymore. So if
Alright,
you're gonna
so-
get a headset, make sure you wait.
Yeah, just wait. Hang on to that crappy standard headset that you get. It's
Yeah.
only one ear and a really cheap mic. And that
And
is
don't fuck with the wire too
breaks
much.
very easily,
Yeah.
especially when you rage quit.
Don't fucking slam your head on anything because that thing snaps instantly. I used to tape that thing to my ear because I had one.
I had to tape it too.
The headset broke. It's like the head
Yeah.
bar that goes across broke, so I just taped it around my head once because I got really pissed. I had short hair back then, but that wouldn't work now. My hair would get all stuck and shit.
I don't know. I think I went through like 3 of those headsets, honestly, because they
through
were
3
just
of
too they were too fragile.
Yeah,
Like-
that's why you gotta have to like get. I had the original wireless one, and then that broke on me, and then I got the new wireless one, which is like doubles as a Bluetooth headset,
Yeah.
which I guess is pretty good. But yeah, I don't know.
All right, so on to movies.
Yes,
Did you see Man of Steel?
yes, I saw it last week.
All right, I did not. Can you? How about a quick review?
Okay, well, it went pretty well. The first like maybe 20 or 30 minutes is spent on. I don't want to like spoil anything, but it's like it goes through Krypton and what happened on Krypton before, and then it switches to Clark Kent, and then it kind of does flashbacks to his childhood, so you can like see how he learns what's going on with him and stuff like that.
So
And then
like,
there's the
Batman Begins, kind of.
yeah,
how it
it's
goes
like
back
Batman
and forth.
Begins, where it switches between him being in Gotham and him meeting Ra's al Ghul. It's kind of like that, but it's just
Yes.
a greater time difference.
Yeah.
Oh man, so I'd say it wasn't as good as like the Dark Knight. I mean, nothing really compares to the Dark Knight because it was done so well. It was more like it was like a Batman Begin quality, which is pretty good. Like it did very well. It conveyed the story very well, and it did it efficiently. It was kind of a long movie. I think it was like 2.5 hours or something like that. But I guess because they tried to get his whole origin story kind of into the movie before they went and involved Zod and stuff like that with it.
All right. So did you see any Easter eggs for any Justice League movies? Maybe.
Not that I could think of. I mean, there was,
No.
I guess it was like kind of a secret ending, but it was just like the last part, and it's the only thing is like that's like kind of like Marvel where they give a hint is where the secret ending kind of thing, and all that happened in this one was he took down a drone and it was like, you guys are never not finding out where I hang my cape. You're not gonna know who I am, and then they're like, you can't expect us to trust you. And it's like, well, I don't trust you either. And then he like flew away. So that was it. There wasn't really a thing like hinting to the Justice League or anything like that. So
wasn't as big as Nick Fury
no, it wasn't as big
and
as like,
Iron Man.
yeah, Nick Fury being at the end of Iron Man or Tony Stark being at the end of the Hulk movie.
All right. So how would you rate Man of Steel?
I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It's like, well, I mean, 8 out of 10 for a superhero movie. Like, it's not like a great movie, but, you know, it was pretty entertaining to watch, and it looked pretty good visually as well. Story wasn't too deep, but you've heard the story before. It's been around since, like, the 1930s, 40s.
Yeah, it's been done for a while now.
Yeah. It's like the sixth reboot.
Yeah, wait. No, it's like the... Yeah, I think it is like 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to count, like, the
live
TV show,
action.
but...
It's probably counts because it's like a whole
yeah,
redo of the series and the origin story, probably.
yeah. I haven't even seen that TV show in so long. What was that, George Reeves? Not Christopher Reeves, right?
I'm not too sure, actually.
There was like George Reeves, I think was the first man to play Superman.
Yeah, he was the Superman.
And he shot himself, but he didn't, like, this is not why he stopped being Superman. He just, you know, that's how he died. He was shot. And there was Christopher Reeves, who also played Superman, who was then crippled in a horseback riding accident.
And he passed away recently, right?
Yeah, he passed away recently. He used to be on that show Smallville, which was about Superman's life. Like, he was on that occasionally.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but when he died, I guess it was kind of sad. I mean, he seemed like an all right kind of guy.
Did they dedicate the movie to him?
I think they dedicated, like, the entire, like, season or the episode or something like that to him.
All right. Well, the movie I saw this week was This Is the End, which is a new Seth Rogen movie. And I gotta say, it's probably one of the best comedies I've ever seen.
Now, are we talking funnier than, like, the original Hangover movie? I mean, Hangover 3 was actually pretty good, but, like, the first Hangover?
It's on par with it.
Okay, how about, what is that? Fuck. What was that movie with Seth Rogen and James Franco?
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express, yeah. Was it as good as that movie is?
Pineapple Express does have a role in the movie because
It's like a reference.
you know, the actors, they reference it, and the actors play themselves. So James Franco's in it, Jonah Hill's in it, and Seth Rogen. Honestly, I think he directed it too. Rogen directed it.
Seth Rogen directed it?
Parts of it, I think.
Okay, I can see that.
And then I think that guy from where is he from? Oh well.
The guy from Arrested Development?
What?
You mean the guy from Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yes, him.
I don't know what his name is. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine. He was in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Well, he's in it too. And so they all play themselves, and it's like an apocalypse movie, but it's a comedy at the same time. And it's one of the few comedies that can do an apocalypse right. Because, like, I don't remember if you saw a disaster movie.
I saw that.
Because, like, it was bad.
Well,
But,
all those movies are bad, though, like that.
Yeah, but they actually
superhero
did a
movie.
good job with the, like, an apocalypse and making it funny.
Is it like a Christian apocalypse where, like, people are brought up to heaven, or is it just like
Yes.
the world's ending?
No, they have to redeem themselves.
Oh, okay, so it's like a
Yeah.
Christian apocalypse. Okay.
They have to redeem themselves before they get, like, killed by, well, what you presume is Satan, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't want to spoil it because I'm probably going to see that next week. I saw Monsters University today, actually, and it wasn't that bad of a movie.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
It felt weird being in that movie theater because, like, you know, Monsters Inc. came
It's a
out
lot of
when
kids.
we were, like, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how many years it came out, like, ago, but it's weird because there were, like, 3-year-olds inside the movie theater. I was like, you weren't alive when the first one was made. I can understand, like, you know, your parents want to take you to see a movie, but...
Yeah.
Like, why take them to? Why show them? Like, I guess because it's a prequel, it kind of works. But still, like, you need. There's a lot of like nods to the original movie in it.
A lot of the same characters, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of the same characters and like how some become enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of points like were kind of letdowns, and you don't understand why. But then you see like 30 seconds later why it was a letdown, and it kind of makes sense. And the ending was a little like slow, like it kind of like puttered out, and then they had like a montage kind of, and then it showed how they got to where they were in the first Monsters Inc. movie. So it was kind of weird.
That's cool. Maybe they'll do a sequel now.
Yeah, I guess with like the laughter, right? The laugh tanks and stuff.
Yeah. And he has to find Boo again.
Oh yeah, when she's older.
Yeah. Well, he's rebuilding the door. Remember in the end of the first one?
Oh yeah. He was like slowly piecing stuff together. So I guess they opened it up for a sequel.
Yeah. All right. So Iron Man 3 also came out a while ago now, May.
Yeah, it was like 2 months ago.
So a lot of people had problems with the ending. What was your take on it?
Do you mean the Project Clean Slate ending, or the
Yes.
fact that like his
All of
wife
it.
was?
I think we can spoil it now. Everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you didn't,
Well,
then you're crazy and you need to
after
see it. Stop listening to this and go see it right now.
yeah, stop right now. After the end of Iron Man 3, not like a secret ending, but like the ending of the movie was him being the villain, and then he blows up 44 Iron Man suits that he has, or 43, all of them. He blows up every suit he has, and I guess it's romantic because he's trying to show Pepper that like she's means more to him than the suits.
Yeah.
But like if you think about it, he just got rid of the only thing that made him Iron Man. Like, yeah, he has the fucking light in his chest. He actually gets that removed. I mean, I guess it's not necessary because, like, you know, Rhodey's suit has the power built into the chest. It doesn't have to go into Rhodey. But still, like, you know, it was weird. Like, they handled the anxiety thing he did well.
Yeah.
Like, they made it like not like over the top or anything like that, but like. You know,
It was
reasonably
still
so, because he
funny,
like
but-
in the universe he saved the world and went into an
Yeah.
alternate dimension, so he's having like, you know, questions about the
PTSD.
human race and stuff.
Pretty much this post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah,
The kid even points it out.
yeah, because it is. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
he got home from war, quote unquote. So I mean, it's understandable that he, you know, the character felt that way.
And it's the first time he actually, you know, in Avengers that he actually had to step up and, like what Captain America was saying, you know, like he's been arrogant this whole time, but Avengers was the first time he stepped up and
Yeah,
pretty much like had like so little chance of surviving.
he
with
put
the-
his money where his mouth is.
Yes,
Well,
he was pretty much.
well, that's not a good pun because Iron Man is money.
He has a lot of money.
It's literally just a suit of money.
It is.
I guess he like, you know, he owned up and like he's a show off and stuff like that, but he finally did something where he didn't show off and he just did something for
Humanity.
humanity, yeah, which is pretty good. I like the movie. They changed directors. It wasn't Jon Favreau.
Yes. It was still very good though. Shane Black did a great job.
Yeah, after Iron Man 2, I think they just had enough of Jon Favreau. Like he's in the movie, he still plays Happy, but he's just like they cut him out of part of the movie and stuff like that. You'll know if you saw the movie. But like they were like, I guess Iron Man 2 didn't do as well as they wanted. So like, Jon Favreau, you gotta go, buddy. And then they just
No, I
kicked him
think
out.
Jon Favreau like kind of stepped down too.
Well, I mean, if you made a movie like Iron Man 2, it looked very good, but
Yeah, he's even said like
Plot-wise.
the story would get too repetitive if he directed again.
yeah, it would just
But
be
he
like,
actually did help Shane Black like direct some stuff.
I could see that because they're both directors. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see why he wouldn't help him. Like Christopher Nolan,
Yes, he helped out for Man of Steel.
Superman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
so
so the rest of Phase 2 is Thor 2, which is November, then Captain America 2, and then Avengers 2.
yeah, no Ant-Man yet. I think Ant-Man you said was
It's
Avengers
Phase 3.
3.
It will be the first movie in Phase 3,
Yeah, it's
which they have not cast at all yet.
yeah, but they did have that screen test, right? You said where it's like
Yes.
Ant-Man's.
Dude, they
momentum
showed
shit.
that at last year's San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I didn't obviously go to that.
Oh,
and
I
don't know
forgot.
about it at all.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh yeah, I forgot that's coming.
Avengers 2.
Out. That's
so
after
that's-
Avengers 2.
No, before.
Oh, it's before. Okay,
It's
that's
supposedly
Marvel,
going to
right?
give backstory on Thanos. Was the guy at the end of
Yeah, he was
Avengers.
the guy at the end of Avengers.
Yeah,
If you saw
the
it.
credit scene.
Well, the first end credit scene,
Yes,
not the shawarma.
which was pretty funny.
Just people fucking eating.
It's the best ending ever.
It's just like it's they didn't speak at all. It's just like
Yeah.
silence and people eating. It's like, It made
And
sense.
the thing I liked about Iron Man 3, it wasn't really a sequel to Iron Man 2. It was
Yeah.
more of a sequel to the Avengers,
Yeah, because
which
they
I
were
hope they
following the
continue.
timeline.
Yeah, which I hope they continue with Thor and Captain America. They take like how the character changed after the Avengers and they apply it to like standalone movie.
Yeah, where Thor learns to be more
Yes.
part of a team instead of like
Yeah,
a lone
and
dick,
Captain
kind of like Tony
America will
Stark.
learn to adapt to the real world. Well,
Yeah,
present day,
lose some of his high dignity and morals. Maybe become like
a little darker.
more dark, yeah, darker or down to earth, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, he is getting a suit change though. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see the image of it. I think you told me about it before.
Yeah, Marvel. I think Marvel took down the pictures a while ago.
Oh, really?
But set pictures were leaked and they showed his new costume. It actually looks pretty decent this time.
Did you see that happen on Watch Dogs? Their game trailer, like that they showed at E3, was leaked like 3 days before E3
Yeah.
happened, and it was put online. And I saw it. I was like, "Oh, sweet!" And then I saw the Watch Dogs thing. He was like, "Oh man, I already watched this." So you get the hype build up, but you realize you
Yeah.
already saw something. So I mean, that kind of sucked.
All right, so the next Marvel movie is the Wolverine, is coming out in July.
Yes.
Specifically, hold on, I have it up here. July 26th
Yes.
in the U.S.
It's a sequel.
So-
You said it's a direct sequel to like every X-Men
Yes,
movie, right?
every X-Men movie. I originally believed that it was still a prequel to the first X-Men, like it would take place in between X-Men Origins and X-Men 1,
Yeah.
but it actually is a sequel to X-Men 3.
So he takes like it's the whole
Yeah.
thing where he deals with the loss of Jean Grey. Well, more
Yes,
of the loss of Jean Grey, I guess.
And Professor X. And,
Yeah. Well, Professor X isn't dead. He's in that weird like hollow guy,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. That was kind of like a cheat out of the ending.
Yeah. That ending was like, "Oh, you ready for your bath today?" And it's like, "Hello, nurse." It's funny because it's Patrick Stewart,
Yeah.
and like I really want to make the X-Men movie where I just dub over all the shit Patrick Stewart says in American Dad, and just
Yeah.
like put that in the X-Men movie. And it's like, I topped your daughter so hard. Just like stuff like that you put
Someone's
into...
got to like redub it, like
Yeah. I mean,
find like the words that match his like
his
his
mouth
mouth.
movements or like cut it so it does. Yeah, I think that'd be freaking hilarious.
If anyone can do that, that would be amazing.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, so then after Wolverine, the next X-Men movie is X-Men: Days of Future Past, which is a sequel to X-Men: First Class, but is
And
also
X-Men.
a prequel to the original trilogy and a sequel to the original trilogy.
Yes.
It's
Time
a
travel.
prequel and a sequel to everything. There's time travel, yes. The original
It's,
cast is going to meet the new cast.
It's Marvel's way of correcting all the plot holes that they had in X-Men First Class.
Yeah, so that would be cool to see, like the old characters and the new characters meet.
Wait, so is Wolverine going to be in that too, or no? It's
Yes,
going to be like
he is.
main character.
He will be in Days of Future Past. He's actually a main character.
Oh, okay. He's not like a side character or anything like that?
No, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure he's a main character.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a cameo like it,
No,
Class.
he is pretty big character in it. And this will be his 7th time playing Wolverine.
Jesus Christ.
He played it in the original trilogy, X-Men First Class, X-Men Origins, The Wolverine, and Days of Future Past.
Yeah, well, technically right now he's on 5, but once, I guess...
Yeah, the X-Men First Class was still a cameo, but it's the
Yeah.
7th time he played the character on screen.
What else is there after... Was it Captain America 2?
Yes, Captain America 2. Captain America the Winter Soldier is called. Good?
Yeah. Captain America, was it Days of Winter's Past, you said?
No. Days of Winter's... this Winter Soldier.
Oh, the Winter Soldier. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've spaced
Days
out
of
for a
Future
second.
Past is X-Men.
That's what it was. Days of Future Past was the X-Men, and then it's Captain America Winter Soldier. So what happens to that guy that falls off the train? Does he die or not? Like, was it Bucky?
No. Yeah, Bucky. He actually survives. And it's taken exactly from the comics.
Okay.
But the brainwashing Red Skull did on him, I'm pretty sure it's going to play some part in this movie.
Like, is it gonna be the main plot, or is it gonna be like a side story arc?
I'm not actually too sure. Like, in the promos, they have him wearing a mask, so I'm pretty sure Captain America's not going to know it's Bucky right away.
Yeah.
But it was more described as a political thriller type of movie.
Okay. Like, it's not as much action or train fight sequences and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it can be I don't know how good it's gonna be.
Wait, so is it going to be in present day?
Yes, present day.
So how old would Bucky be, though? Isn't he going to be like...
No, he lived. He was frozen too.
What? Oh,
He was frozen too.
Really?
Yeah,
He got frozen when he fell in the fucking
probably.
Himalayas, wherever it was.
Well, I think he survived the landing, and then like they probably I don't know, froze his body.
Until they could
Yeah.
heal him in the future. Kind of like a Walt Disney head kind of thing.
Yes, Walt Disney.
Okay.
He is the Walt Disney of
Marvel.
superheroes.
Well, doesn't Disney own Marvel?
Yes.
Not... Well, wait. Like
This is their plan.
Yeah.
Walt Disney is the Winter Soldier. He's playing Bucky.
Yeah, don't they have that, though? Like the Teen Titans... Not the Teen Titans, but like... Isn't there some affiliation between Disney and Marvel that's going on or something like that?
Disney owns Marvel.
I know they own Marvel, but I mean, isn't there like a... Like, what shows are, like... Aren't there Disney Channel, like, Marvel shows and stuff like that?
The Shield movie is on ABC, which
There's
is
the Shield movie, and
Disney.
then there's the
Yes.
Amazing Spider-Man, which they're doing, right? Or the Ultimate Spider-Man?
The Ultimate Spider-Man, I think, is a TV show.
Yeah. Okay, because the Amazing Spider-Man is
That's
the
on
movies.
Disney, whatever it used to be called Toon Disney. I don't even know what they call it now.
Is it Disney DX or something like that? XD?
Yeah.
Excitement Dimension.
I just remember when it was Toon Disney because I used to
Yeah.
watch that all the time.
I remember when Nickelodeon had, like, Nicktoon. I don't know if they still have
Yes.
that, but for me it changed. It's like Nicktoons now.
Yeah.
It's like a different channel. That's weird. Shit
This
gets
is what
sold
we
to,
were
like,
talking about
different
before
companies.
with Boomerang and Cartoon Network.
Yeah, like, shit we
Because all the
watched...
shows we grew up with are now on Boomerang.
Yeah, watching
And
the
it's
original
weird
Pokemon.
for us. Yeah, because they're like, here's it. And they, like, you know, because sometimes they introduce them and, like,
Yeah.
they make it seem like it's a really old TV show. And you're watching and you're like, I grew up with this. It's not
Yeah,
that
so like
old.
the people that watch it now though that are like 8, 9, like my
Yeah.
brother, he wasn't alive for the first Pokemon.
Yeah.
So like I guess for him it is an old show because they're like on it. They even have like a different voice actor for Ash. They had both on at once,
Yeah, they switched.
and I switched between. I was like, what the fuck? It sounds like Ash got lung cancer by the time he reached
Yeah, it does sound a
Pokemon
lot
Destiny.
different.
Come on, Pikachu! And it's just like super fucking raspy.
He's still 10 years old.
He's still 10 years old. There's that whole weird like conspiracy theory where he's in a coma, and he's just like that's why he's permanently 10, and he's losing the grips of reality and shit. But
So
you can do
there's
that with
more
every
Pokemon.
fucking show that makes no sense.
Those theories are freaky.
Yeah, you could be like Digimon. It's like, oh well, they actually got trapped in digital dimension. It's like no, they just hit their head on a rock.
Yeah.
It's
The
like they're all in a
Rugrats
coma.
one is
Coma's
really
the answer
creepy.
to everything,
Yeah.
man.
All right, so what time we running?
It's only like an hour.
You want to do some prank calls?
Nah, I don't want to prank call anyone this time.
All
I
right.
think we'll do that
next
maybe next time if we get Conklin in.
Yeah. Oh, you just gave away his name.
I'm sorry,
You're
Conklin.
gonna have to censor that.
Boop. I'm not gonna censor it because I don't. I could actually censor. I can go back. Okay, so anyway, one thing I want to talk about is shows that get sold to other networks, and like channels that change. Like there used to be WB Kids, which had Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah.
and like Power Rangers, and now I think Power Rangers is on Disney or
Oh.
Nickelodeon.
I'm not too sure.
It was on one of those two, and then Yu-Gi-Oh got sold to Nickelodeon, which kind of fucked me up.
Yeah.
And it was like original Yu-Gi-Oh too. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it was like second season where like it was like Kaiba's like Battle Duel Kingdom. Not
Yeah,
not Kai. It was not a.
It was like around the city.
Yeah, it was when they were in the city
Duel
dueling,
discs.
not the. It was like where Marek started showing up and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And it was weird because I was like, wow, I watched all this shit, and then it's like Yu-Gi-Oh. Blah blah blah, and then it goes Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I'm like, what? What's that? Is that what's after card games on motorcycles? And then I was
Most
like,
dangerous thing you can do on a motorcycle is play Yu-Gi-Oh.
it's like what? Why would you play with fucking cards? It's like, I don't know. It's like playing
It's the worst thing you can do on a motorcycle is play Yu-Gi-Oh.
playing card games whilst driving a motorcycle at 90 miles an hour. It makes about as much sense as trying to play with gasoline in the middle of a fucking fire.
Yes.
Like the cards will blow away. Like this, it wasn't realistic. And I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh was never realistic because they get like
No.
shot with holograms
No, but I mean,
and feel
like,
pain.
there was holograms though, and that wasn't. It wasn't just like
Yeah, I mean that's
the monsters
possible.
actually appear. The holograms was like, that's pretty cool.
Actually, the way they do it in that Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal show is the most realistic thing I've seen about Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though it seems like kind of stupid. Is they just put on, which essentially is like now we have them Google Glass. It's like they put on glasses and
That's
then they
cool.
could see the 3D like duel happening. which is really like it makes sense because we
It's
actually
like
have that
3D
technology.
mapping.
Wait, say that again.
Like it maps the environment and then it builds like the monsters there.
Yeah, it maps the environment and then it'll like build a 3D projection, I guess.
That's cool.
Kind of like augmented reality.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Like I thought that was a smart idea.
Is Yugi still in it, or is it some random guy now? Again.
No, it's some. I don't even know if like Zexos is his name. I don't know what that means. It's like some kid with. It's kind of like the Yugi thing where he has like another person inside of him, but it's like a weird galaxy guy.
An older man.
No, it's like it's not even a human. It's like a half and half.
That's really weird now that I think about it.
Yeah, like
there's a grown man inside a little boy.
No one noticed when he changed from like Yugi to Yami Yugi.
It took them like how many episodes did it take them to realize how he's two different people?
Yeah, I guess they just thought he had like schizophrenia.
Yeah, it's like he grows like 3 feet.
He grows 3 feet. His balls drop, and his face becomes pointier.
And his hair like changes too. His hair gets taller, spikier. Yeah,
it gets fuller, voluminous.
Yes.
It's like, hey guys, you want to duel? It's like, Kaiba, your duels will end here. It's like, how do you not notice like a difference between like high pitch and that? It's like, what the fuck?
It's like you're his best friend, and you don't know like when his voice is gonna change.
The other thing I didn't like was how stereotypical, like, well, that one guy, I forgot what his name was, but he was the guy that I can't remember his fucking name. Where he just had the stupid American flag bandana. He was the most like
so
belligerent American stereotype you could imagine. And then there was Joey Wheeler.
Yeah, he's the Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, his Brooklyn accent was so bad though. Like, I think it became like an internet meme, like the kunai with chains thing. He's like, kunai with chains, and it's just shit like that. Like they made fun of it on like Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, where he's like Brooklyn Rage. And he's like, but you, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if they're supposed to be American or not. I don't really know what like world that whole universe.
Yeah, they in the Bridge series too, they made fun of the America guy.
Yeah.
He just kept saying like America.
And then at the end he's like, I'm actually Canadian.
Yeah.
That's what the whole plot twist was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. That was pretty funny. Yeah. I don't know if they still do that.
They probably do.
I watched Naruto Bridge too. That was pretty funny.
Someone probably well, if the original guy stopped, I mean someone probably picked it up.
Yeah, someone probably picked it up where he ended it.
Yeah.
Oh. So, I think we covered most of the stuff. Anything else you want to talk about? Any stories from Comic-Con and stuff like that?
Comic-Con. I know there's Comic-Con.
Have you checked on the children?
What?
No, I was just making a stupid movie reference.
What'd you just say?
You ever see that movie where they where it's like the calls are coming from inside the house and it's like bring it's like, have you checked on the children? It gets really creepy and the children are gone in the house somehow.
That's weird. I'm gonna make some music. Hold on.
Okay, well I guess here's the outro. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, we're probably gonna upload another video next week.
I'm gonna provide some musical entertainment.
Musical entertainment in the background.
All right. So what are we talking about?
I don't know. I guess I think we can end it here. I think we went on pretty long. I don't want to like chew into topics we could think of for next week. So you go with ending it, Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you guys for watching the Screencast show. This is Vinny and Ricky. He has his mic moved around or something like that. So there you go, Ricky. That's better. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed or listening. I don't know. I guess you could see the graphic on the screen. Thank you guys for watching. Which we still have to make. Yeah, we still have to make the graphic. So thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, this would have been a regular podcast, but trying to put a podcast on iTunes is the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
It's overcomplicated.
It's way overcomplicated. They couldn't run their own servers. We had to have like a website. I don't want to get too in detail. Maybe we'll talk about it sometime. Others.
Yeah. Next episode.
Yeah, we'll try and get Conklin in maybe next episode.
You gotta censor that again.
I'm not gonna censor Ricky.
You gotta censor it. It's his personal information.
His name's Conklin. We're not gonna say his first name. That's how we're just.
All right, we're not gonna say his first name.
His first name is Conklin, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.
All right, thanks.
Bye. 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 Bye.